It's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Missouri about to kick off. They'll lift the lid on this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hits inside, it's Russell. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Rides to the back. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
That's caught. It's Watkins. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russell. Runs through a tackle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Jackson will throw. Here comes the heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Left side, it's Brown. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Couldn't find room for the big play. It'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Fights off a defender. He's past the marker. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got
upstairs to make the catch. He's into the open down the middle. Inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Missouri!
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Rush right in his face. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still 2nd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll try to do it himself. And he makes the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He's changing the play. Simmons on the play fake. They're all over it. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing Simmons. Stepping to the right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Hardy. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's impressive. I'll tell you, the quarterback, of course, he's left-handed, but that time he's rolling to his right. So it's not easy to be accurate throwing when you're running that way, but nice throw to get that completion.
From the gun on third down, Simmons fires to the middle. Makes the grab.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Give to the left, it's Hardy. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And now on second down for this offense. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. As we get a look at the stats, they are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Here's Simmons to throw. Finds his man. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
To throw, it's Simmons. Still looking. He throws one to the left. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Buying time to his right. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. Along the sideline, got it in the end zone.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him. Had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quarterback keep. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Jackson will throw. And they can't make the connection.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Kick is in the air. Looks it in. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll give it to Hardy. Spins away from the defender. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better from him this season.
Gets the back moving. Simmons unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Long way to go on second down. Here's a give to Hardy. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Simmons from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Grabs it. And he will score. Touchdown Tigers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Marshall. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking to throw. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And I like that he used his athleticism and tried to get outside the pocket and try to make something happen. But maybe when you're running out of real estate and you start to see you're going to get tackled, maybe flip that thing and try to give your receiver a chance to convert the 2-point conversion.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Simmons on play action. Out wide left, it's Hardy. Smashes ahead. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Throwing Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quick give. It's Russell. Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Razorbacks in the hurry up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Jackson will throw. Release to the back. Right side, it's Russell. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. Deep in the end zone, it's Edwards. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They go play action with Simmons. Oh, pressure's coming. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Fields the punt.
The return is tackled down at the 31, and the Arkansas offense will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. First play of this drive. Back's got it on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
The run inside. It's Russell. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 3rd and long right here. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. They booted away. On his way back from the 20. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Baylor taking on the number 21 team, the UCF Knights. And it's the Bears with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so
picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the 3rd quarter.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Taking it the other way. The 30. The 10. one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Motion from the back. Jackson will throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Trying to take it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Making the adjustment. They'll give it to Hardy. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country, and his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Powers through the defender. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Left side is Hardy. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That's caught. It's Platt. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. Jackson gonna throw it. Extending the play. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get to at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable...
Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield. They couldn't hook up.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Here's Simmons to throw. Out wide left, it's Hardy. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Out wide right, it's Hardy. What? Just keeps moving. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Simmons. Turns it upfield. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Straight ahead, it's Hardy. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing it.
Gets rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Quarterback changing the play. Throwing Simmons. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Austin Simmons wants to fire again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's a give to Hardy. There's a creep. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab down the middle. Off and running. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. Can't get him to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got him on the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on third. On the move. Looking down the left side. Big hit that knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Trying to get started. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. So the last couple of possessions trying to put together a rally, but is it too little too late? Jackson will throw. Right side, it's Watkins. Could not make his way to the corner. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Finds his man. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in it.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. So the defense uses a timeout here. 2:08 remaining on the clock. They didn't want it to get down to the 2-minute stoppage. Here's Simmons to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't they haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before the...
Lots of room to run. Powers through. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
2nd and long here. Keeps it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. In traffic, it's Platt. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's good.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Simmons on the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Simmons. Look out. He's got the back in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two